Pierce Lynch to the scorer's table. Pierce Lynch to the scorer's table.
What's that?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Peoria Notre Dame Gymnasium for tonight's basketball matchup between the visiting Rocks of Rock Island and your home team, the Irish of Notre Dame. And now the starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Rocks of Rock Island. A 5'10" sophomore, number 0, Avian Thomas. A 5'10" sophomore, number 2, Kylan Davis. A 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Josh Jones. A 6-foot freshman, number 4, Devin Marshall. And a 6'2" freshman, number 33, Evan Ellis. The Rocks are coached by Demetrion Singleton. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Irish of Notre Dame. A 5'10" sophomore, number 5, Blake Maxwell. 5'11" sophomore, number 12, Tyler Miller. A 6'1" sophomore, number 21, Will Lynch. 6'1" sophomore, number 22, Jake Wilderman. And a 6'2" sophomore, number 24, Kevin O'Donnell.
You guys ready to go? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Peoria Notre Dame High School for sophomore basketball as we welcome the Rock Island Rocks to the kitchen. My name is Jim Lynch. Alongside me is the premier presentation for my partner, Corey Severe. Corey, it's so good to be with you at this table this evening. Corey, welcome.
It's a good intro right there.
Well, I'm big on intros. It's not going to get much better from there, my man. So here, I'm going to fix your mic so we can hear you because everybody wants to hear you more than they hear me tonight. But, folks, we got the Rocks with us tonight in the kitchen. This is our JV contest. Tip went to the Rocks, and away we go here. The Irish look like they have matched up pretty tightly here. At first, I thought we were in man, but no. Well, quick steal, turnover at steal, and they get the ball back down to Tyler Miller. Shot is off the mark. Rocks come up with the rebound, and the ball's in the hands of Thomas. He gets it over to number 4, Marshall. Marshall's jump shot is good, but not before he traveled.
It's pretty good defense by the Irish there to step in front of that and keep their hands up without fouling.
Again, the Irish are coming off a tough loss last night against the Rams of Manuel. They look to regroup here. Maxwell with a 3 from the top of the key, off the mark. Nice rebound there from number 3, Josh Jones, 6'3" forward. Good pressure here from the Irish in the early going. Oh, backdoor wide open, number 4. That is Devin Marshall with his first basket of the game. So let's see how the Irish respond here. Lynch gets it over to Wilderman. Wilderman gets it over to Donald. Donald drives, kicks it over to Lynch. Soft pass. Lynch gets it. 3 is up and good. Will Lynch from the corner with his first basket of the game, the 3. Nice ball movement from the Irish in the early going.
Really good.
So you can hear right away the Irish coaches yelling, do not reach. Early foul here for Tyler Miller. That's his first, team's first. And again, we have to remember, as you're coaching now, a little change from when you played last year, that 5 fouls a quarter, and you're putting the other team at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I kind of like it better. It's making the game move a lot faster than it did last year.
Yeah, and again, you're putting team at the line not for a 1-and-1, for immediate 2 shots.
Yeah.
So that foul, no, actually that was a travel on the Rocks there, and another early turnover for Rock Island. Puts the ball in the hands of the Irish. Maxwell with the ball, gets tied up. It'll force a jump ball, and this one will stay with the Irish. We noticed last night, Corey, were you at last night's game?
Oh, yes, I was.
Okay, we noticed a lot of dribbling on the part of the Irish, which ultimately turned into some turnovers against Manuel. I suspect that was addressed after the game and earlier today in walkthroughs. Just against teams like this who are very not only physical but also very quick, it puts yourself in a troublesome position to keep trying to dribble through double teams, triple teams, and so forth.
Yeah, when teams have as good a ball pressure as like Rock Island and Manuel do, you got to dribble as little as you can and get more ball movement through passing. So that'll get the shots open better.
So that foul is going to be on number 3, Josh Jones, at his first, team's first. And that'll put Jack Wilderman at the line, shooting 2. Wilderman's first free throw is perfect, creating one of the greatest sounds not only in basketball, but possibly in the world, the swish. Irish with a 4-2 lead here in early action. We're a quarter of the way through the first quarter. Number 33 with the rebound, Evan Ellis. Irish with a quick trap. And as you can hear right away, Coach Singleton telling, actually that's Coach West from the bench, telling the Rocks not to settle. Move that ball, be active. And I love that message to a young high school team. Do not settle. Do not get comfortable on your offense. And we're going to get a foul, a reach.
Yeah, it's obvious that the Rock Island is trying to get the ball into the middle guy against the Irish's zone.
So that foul, I believe, was on number 0, Avian Thomas, his first, team's second. And we will welcome number 5, DeVell Lewis, to the game. Yeah, that foul was on Thomas. That's his first. And again, and the ball's almost stripped. So this is stripped. It's going to get tied up. And one of those situations where you just want to tell Kevin O'Donnell, catch it first before you make the move. I love what he's trying to do and transition quickly, but you got to catch it before you can move with it. So Blake Maxwell giving a little bit of pressure. Shot side, I believe that was off the mark. Who shot that there? I was looking down for just 1 second.
That was Wilderman. It was a great job by O'Donnell to look ahead, though, for that pass.
So this will be Rock's ball, inbounded on Irish side of the court. Number 0, Avian Thomas, bring it up. Bad pass to get it back inside. Kevin O'Donnell will bring it up. He settles the team down, gets in the hands of Tyler Miller. Swings at the Maxwell. Over to Wilderman. Great interior pass. Miller strong with it and gets the basket right away. Coach Singleton has seen all that he wants to see and calls a quick timeout. This will be a 30. Players will stay on the floor. So, Corey, tell me some thoughts on what you're thinking. We're 4:39 into this first quarter. Irish got a 6-2 lead, and it's really not been a flashy first half of the first quarter here. But what do you think, Coach Singleton? What is he not liking right now?
They're looking a little frantic on the offensive end. They keep throwing it into the hands of the Irish players' defense. I mean, partly that's because the Irish all have their hands up on defense, which is what they're supposed to do.
Right.
But I think he's just telling them, settle down, move the ball a little more. They're just trying to make more happen.
Trying to remind them they're actually wearing red tonight. Yeah, and that's and again, like they've only played 2 games already, and they've played tough competition. They play Peoria High and Metamora, and 2 very, very storied programs. So Rock Island has not had an easy start to their sophomore season. But then they come into the kitchen and they're greeted with another aggressive team. But again, sometimes you just need to stop them for a second and say, hey, settle down and run your offense. Nice jump shot is good. Far side of the court, number 0, Avian Thomas gets his first basket of the game. Maxwell gets it to Lynch. Lynch looks to drive, pulls it back out, gets it to Wilderman. Wilderman looks to work inside. Steps through, gets it back to Lynch. Lynch for 3. Just a little off the back iron. Maxwell tracks it down. Second chance points. Absolutely love them. Wilderman for 3. Just in and out. I love the fact that the Irish are testing the long ball. They struggled with it last night. Let's see if they can get a little better results tonight. Good job by Thomas to get rid of that. He was about a half a step away from getting an over and back call. Thomas swings it into the corner. Lewis swings it back to Thomas. Thomas looks to drive. Guarded well by Miller. Swings it far side. Ooh, are we going to get a... We are going to get a foul call. I thought Maxwell might have had all ball there. But this one's going to get called on Blake Maxwell, his first. This will be the team's second foul. As Zach Nethery will check in for the Irish. I think a couple of Rocks have checked in as well. I don't know, do we call them Rocks in the plural like that? Couple of Rock Island Rocks have checked in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plural person of a rock would be.
Oh, great move by Wilderman, up and under. He gets hit. He'll go to line to shoot 2. That foul's going to be on Devin Marshall. Marshall's first, team's third. Wilderman's going to shoot a pair here. Wilderman, who's 1 for 2 from the line so far today. Wilderman's going with the all-white, almost all-white shoes. I love the old school look here.
Yeah, that's one thing there's not a shortage of at Peoria Notre Dame is shoes, and they all share shoes, which I do not get.
That's going to be called on Zach Nethery, his first, team's third. Yeah, and I love the colors. I mean, you look at the shoes on these floors right now. You got the pastels, you got a mix of red, gray, the aqua blue.
I do kind of miss the days of teams team shoes, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But now people are like, well, my feet, don't fit that, or that color doesn't mesh well with my ankles. I don't understand it, but good. I like that. I like that Thomas tries that interior pass. Nobody was cutting at the time. The Rocks were able to keep it, and a nice 3-ball there. Really impressed so far with Davian Thomas's game. He's able to attack with a nice jumper, and he's got a nice 3-ball as well. We're going to get a foul. That one's going to get called on number 3, Josh Jones, his second, team's fourth. And that's not a foul where you want. You're at half court, you're triple teaming the guy. Either step in front of him, try to trap him, which is essentially what they're trying to do. Brody Island's checked in for the Irish. Rolled him in for 3, off the back iron. We're going to get a push underneath. I think this is going to be on number 23, Jack Logan. And this is something we saw last night for the Irish. I'm sure you recall a lot of first quarter fouls. And only 4 so far. I think they had close to 7 or 8 last night.
One thing I'm impressed with the sophomores are, after their tough game last night, they're really showing a lot of effort tonight. I mean, that's hard to do after the game they played. After getting beat by as much as they did last night, to come back today and put in this much effort tonight.
Completely agree. I mean, you come out with that aggression, and you certainly don't want to you don't want to come out the way you finished last night. Brody Ireland's reverse just off the mark. Rocks come up with the ball. Just getting a little sloppy underneath the basket for both teams right now. Another picked pass for the Rocks. They get it going back the other way. Another missed layup, but the cleanup is there for Devin Marshall. Rebound and putback is good, and the Rocks have their first lead of the game. Ireland with a great attack to the hoop. Finishes beautifully. Brody Ireland gets his first basket, and he ties it up with under a minute and a half to go here. Wilderman steals it. He goes to the hoop. He's going to get hit. I know Coach Singleton did not like that call, but 2 guys off the ground and you make contact in the air, you're not going to get the no call on that. As you see it here, even number 4 in transition, but still. I know he tried to sell it by just pretending to wall up, but he's still in transition.
That's why we're always taught to stay straight up and try and not move.
Right.
Even if they make the layup, you're not going to give them an extra point with the and one. But right there, he jumps, misses the layup, but he still gets the foul call.
That foul was on number 4, correct? It was his first, his second. Willerman misses both of his free throws. Once again, folks, we got Corey Severe with me at the table for our live stream this evening. Couldn't be happier to have him with us. And then on our PA tonight, we also have, let me tell you about that shot. That was Josh Jones on a great cut to the hoop. Gets his first basket. And a steal right down the middle, number 4. Devin Marshall putting together a nice game. He's got his 6-point, 5th and 6th point here. This pressure from the Rocks is really working here. Nethery with the ball. Irish are settling down a little bit, which I think is what Coach Dennis wants. That's going to get tipped, and we'll stay with the. Whoa! Boy, I'd love to see that one again. I know Maxwell lost the ball, but it looked like it got tipped after he lost it. Perhaps, perhaps I'm looking at things through a green and white tinted glasses there.
And
but
Devin Marshall kind of seemed like he thought it was out of bounds on him too.
Yeah, he started setting up on defense, but. Good defense from Maxwell. He loses the ball. Nethery comes back the other way. Skips it over to Maxwell. Another skip pass. They get inside. Ireland's going to get called for the travel right away. Irish just need to settle down a little bit. Do what they were doing for the first 3 quarters of the quarter. Not trying to overplay. Not trying to rush. Oh, good block inside by number 23, Jack Logan. Just, again, a little too much on the dribbling, and a couple of passes probably would have gotten there in a third of the amount of time. So we'll go into the first quarter break with Rock Island leading 13-9. Corey, initial thoughts on that quarter?
I thought both teams started pretty well. Defense, I mean, obviously the defense has been pretty good, 13-9. But towards the end, the Irish started to get a little antsy and tried to make more happen than was there.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's one of those situations where the Irish need to play 8 minutes of their style of basketball. Their defense, I thought, was fantastic for, let's say, 6.5 minutes there. And then in the last minute and a half, trying to transition up after a made basket for Rock Island, they really struggled with that press, which we saw a lot of last night. And I think it's just settle down, support your teammate, be generous with the ball, try not to dribble through those traps. You're going to be just fine. You did it all quarter. Don't change it. There's no sense in trying to make a recipe better when it's worked for you all night.
Their half-court defense was really never bad. It was only just the turnovers. You can't get back into the half-court when they already have a layup on the other end.
Absolutely, absolutely. So in addition to it being Mr. Severe's first night here at the table, we also have a rookie in our PA tonight with Joe Corey. And Joe doesn't have a headset or a mic, so we can, well, not a mic for the live stream, so we can really say whatever we want about Joe Corey. He really cannot chime in whatsoever. Now, Jill Plunkett's on the camera. It's good to have Jill back with us. She also doesn't have a microphone, so we're really free to say whatever we want about Jill. She can turn on us and put us on the camera, which isn't good for anybody at home. We'll watch viewership drop in a heartbeat. But we're so thrilled to have such a wonderful group of people working with us this evening, making us sound much better than we deserve. I wish they could make us look better than we look, but and a great take by number 23, Jack Logan. He's going to get fouled. And that foul's going to be on number 5, Devel Lewis, his first. It'll be the team's first here in the second quarter.
Right there's what we were talking about. They slowed down, got it through the half court, got through the full court press, and they had one pass for a layup and a foul.
Absolutely. And here's Logan. Get an opportunity for that three-point play the old-fashioned way. Misses the layup. And the quick shot there, not good for the Rocks. And here comes Will Lynch the other way. Good pass to Maxwell. Maxwell attacks the hoop. Floater is off the mark, but there's Lynch. He gets it. Tries to go off the back iron. Maybe the backboard just got caught up in deciding where he wanted to go. Shot was off the mark. Jump shot, no good. Great tip by Jack Logan. Gets in the hands of Brody Ireland. Ireland ahead to Nethery. It's stripped. That is a great pass there. Another nice block. Jack Logan with a couple of great blocks, and that's going to be saved right into the hands of the Irish. But that's two blocks this quarter from Jack Logan. Just fantastic. Maxwell shot just a little short, put just about everything in to get into it. Lynch with a nice steal. They'll come back, get into the corner to Maxwell. Maxwell gets it to Ireland. Ireland skip pass to Logan. Nethery looks to drive, kicks it out to Lynch. Lynch gets it over to Logan. Logan in the corner, drives baseline, floater, just a little short. Irish letting a few of these shots come up just a touch short. And we're going to get a travel here. Yep, that travel is going to be called on number 3, Josh Jones. Nice move from Jones. Just took that extra step here. I like what he was thinking here, but one more.
I think a lot of that was the defense by Lynch and Ireland to get there and wall up in front of him. He thought he'd have the layup, but they both stood up there and didn't try and reach. And he had to take the extra step and got the travel called on him.
So Tyler Miller's checked back in for the Irish, along with Kevin O'Donnell. He'll bring it up. Good look inside on the short corner. They try to get it back. That's a forced pass, but the 3 ball is up, off the mark. Great job by O'Donnell to fight for it. Love his hustle today. Lynch gets it. Floater's up, little off kilter, but I love that he's attacking.
I've also loved the Irish's effort on offensive boards.
Yep, without a doubt. Second chance opportunities, sure. So the Rocks look a little frantic right now, and I think it's just this upped intensity from the Irish that we saw from the first part of the first quarter. Yeah, going to get a travel call. Absolutely. So Jack Wilderman checking in for the Irish. And you can hear the coaches on the Rock Island bench talking a little bit about the defense from the Irish and trying to figure out what they're running. Three ball is up. Good for Blake Maxwell. I love that Maxwell keeps going back to that corner shot because the only way you're going to get out of missing a couple of those is to keep shooting it. And there's that defense again. That's going to be off the Irish.
Yeah, they're not shying away from shooting the threes,
Right.
even though they haven't made many early. But they know that they can do it, so they keep coming back to it. It's paying off with that shot.
And that's, you're going to, there's a great line. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but the only way you're going to get yourself out of the slump is keep shooting. You got to go. Nice effort by Tyler Miller. Saw that coming a mile away. And again, there are opportunities for the Rocks to get shots off, but they're just not hitting right now. And it's the frantic pace by which the Irish are playing defense right now. Not a big discrepancy in the score here. Irish only lead 14-13 as we approach the let's say the 4-minute mark of the quarter, because I'm struggling to find my words. But that basket is good for number 22, Jack Wilderman. That's his first field goal of the game. He's got 4 on the night. Another steal for Maxwell. His shot's off the mark, but the putback is there. 22 Wilderman. He does not waste much time getting his second basket. A blocking foul here. It's going to be called on 22 or 24. Oh no, they called that on 5. My apologies. That's going to be on Maxwell, his second, team's first. Folks, this quarter is brought to you by Pearl Technology. I'd like to thank Pearl for their sponsorship of Notre Dame basketball. Great pass down in the interior. Nice kick back. 3 ball is up and off the mark for Thomas. They were just playing catch across basically half the court right there. I love Coach Singleton trying to sell that. He did not miss a beat right there. So Irish get it in. Lynch gets caught up with it. Gets it over to Nethery. Nethery dribbling left. Gets in the hands of Lynch. Lynch rips it, get down the corner to Miller. Miller with a nice drive. Gets it out to Wilderman. Wilderman drives. He gets fouled going through the lane. And again, a lot of activity from Rock Island. We talk about walling up. That's Josh Jones' 3rd foul. That is not what the Rocks want right now. They need Jones on the floor. He's an active player, strong player. Step back 3 for Wilderman, just off the mark. Nethery almost comes up with it. Here comes Thomas back the other way. Lynch with good defense in the lane. Rocks come up with the ball. Nice turnaround for number 4, Devin Marshall. He's got 8 here in the first half. Marshall, a nice player here. 6-foot sophomore. Sorry, freshman. 6-foot freshman for Rock Island. And he now has 10.
Rock's offense is starting to move again because they're starting to get more turnovers from the Irish again.
Yep. So a couple of substitutions here as Jack Logan will check back in, and number 5, Blake Maxwell, also checks in. So again, Devin Marshall with the ball. There's no doubt they want the ball in his hands right now because he's been creating and finishing well. And just about every shot he takes Wilderman comes up with it. And that is just not where you want that foul. That far from the basket. I know it's Evan Ellis's first, only the team's third, but
Yeah, you always tell your guys you never want to foul 90 feet from the basket, and that's what just happened there.
yeah.
Get up, Kevin! Come on, Kylan! You gotta work, Kylan!
You hear Coach Singleton asking his team to get after them on offense. But I tell you what, Wilderman's putting together a very nice quarter here. 6 here in the quarter. We're under 2 minutes to go. The Irish lead 20-17. Oh, there's a whistle. I wasn't sure if it was a squeak of the floor, but it was in fact a whistle. That's going to be called on number 21, Will Lynch, his first, team second. And that's going to put number 2, Kylan Davis, at the line. Davis is going to shoot. Well, take his first opportunity to get a basket this game. He's got his first point tonight. Davis has done a lot tonight. This is the first time he's going to get a tick mark in the book here. And it's one of those situations where if the scorebook here accounted for a lot more, he'd have a lot more marks in the book. Whoa, that's a big block there for Avian Thomas.
Yeah, like what you were talking about, David's been all over the place defensively.
Right,
Right. Forcing the steals and forcing the turnovers.
Right. Whoa, Jack Logan lost his footing. Great defense, but the shot is good for number 33, Evan Ellis. He gets his first basket of the game. And with that, the Rocks have tied it up with 1:30 to go here in the second quarter. Nethery loses a handle on it, and the Rocks have taken momentum back. And we've got a flat tire here. I'm going to have to come up with a new phrase. That's my go-to. All right.
Yeah, Rock Island started triple teaming.
Yeah.
And Wilderman never gets the ball, and when he can't find the pass out, then
it's you got 3 guys on you, and a couple of them just as tall, if not a little bit taller. Nice hustle by Lynch to get down there, create a little bit of havoc. Almost thrown away by Ireland, but Miller able to keep it. Ireland goes right to the hoop, goes strong. Shot is off the mark. Rocks come back up with it. Thomas with a little jumper. He hasn't missed many of those tonight. Logan come back the other way. Pass a little late, but Miller's patient, and it's good. I got a little nervous there. Logan's head was down for a second. I was worried that he wasn't going to see Tyler Miller. Thankfully, Miller was still open. And I love Miller's game. Miller knows, hey, I can throw a fake, I can take a second. It's that patience that we talk about with the Irish that seems to work in their favor.
yeah, in last night's game, even when they were down by a lot, Miller was all over the place offensively and defensively.
Oh, that's a nice move. Number 33, Evan Ellis, inside. Ellis has had some nice moves tonight. Shots weren't falling earlier. His defense has certainly kept him on the floor for this first half. But now he's got 2 quick buckets inside the lane. And I wonder if they're going to look to try to get incorporated more into this offense. Certainly in the second half. Nethery for 3, just off the mark. Oh, that is going to fall short. And folks, we got a brand new game. It's all knotted up, 22-22. Corey, I get to call you coach now. I mean, now that you are officially on staff here at Peoria Notre Dame, coaching our freshman team, tell me your thoughts on that first half.
I really thought both teams played pretty well. I mean, the Irish just had some turnover problems, but that's about the only thing that I thought they did wrong. Their defense is really well in the half court.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I'm really, really impressed with, like you said, the defense. And both these teams, I think, could put up 40 points in the first half. Shots are falling all the time, but I think the defense is really what's wreaking havoc right now. Folks, it's 22-22 in the first half of our JV contest. We've got 9:26 left in the half. Take a break. We'll be back with you in just 9 minutes. Don't go far.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the Brienzo's Pizza half-court challenge taking place during the varsity halftime. This is raising funds for the same cancer. Tickets can be purchased in the Commons. It's 1 ticket per shot.
Brienzo's half-court challenge will be taking place at halftime of the varsity game. Proceeds are going to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you want to participate, you can purchase a ticket up in the Commons.
Irish ball will start the third quarter.
Folks, welcome back to the second half of our JV contest between the visiting Rock Island Rocks and our very own Notre Dame Irish. It's all knotted up, 22-22. It's a brand new game. You know, at this point, let's just put zeros on the board and start all over, but only play a half. Nobody's going to go.
Varsity players might be a little cold to start out that game, so they have to wait another hour to start theirs.
Wilderman gets a quick bucket to start the second half. Jack is having a nice game here. He's got 10 in this low-scoring affair. That cross-court pass goes right into the second row. I wasn't sure if that mom up there in row 4 was going to dive for it, and she had no part of it. I'm assuming she's a mom. I shouldn't just do that.
That's true.
Yeah. Wilderman with it, swings it over to Miller. Miller guarded tightly by Thomas. They get it to Will Lynch. Will Lynch swings it over to, I think it was Wilderman. Wilderman went off court and he didn't come back for a while. He was like off camera for a couple of minutes. Sat down, had a steak dinner. Now he's back on the floor getting ready to inbound it. That foul was on?
I think it was on 2. Kylan
Davis picks up his first, team's first. Was that Davis's first or second? His first, all right. Long three is off the mark there for O'Donnell. It gets knocked around, and Ellis comes up with it. Another shot off the mark. We're going to get a push down underneath. I think this one's going to be on O'Donnell. His first, team's first. Another shot off the mark. We're going to get a little instant replay feedback there, folks. Sorry about that. I wasn't giving you my slow-mo voice on purpose. A nice move through the lane for number 2. He gets his own rebound. Oh, nice strip by Miller underneath. Boy, he just fought for that. Tyler Miller. Tyler Miller doing what Tyler Miller does.
Yeah. He's going to be in every play. He's all over the place.
Jump ball will stay with the Rocks. Ball goes long, Davian Thomas. Number 4, Devin Marshall, who's had just a great first half, and I believe if they're going to be successful in this game, they have to have Marshall touch it as much as possible. Great look inside, just a breakdown on the Irish defense. And Evan Ellis continues to work very well here. Lynch checks off the 3, gives it to Maxwell. Maxwell off the glass. I thought didn't he have a bank 3 last night? If not, I'm just going to start that rumor. Blake Maxwell gets a 3. He's got 2 threes on the night for 6. Irish lead, 27-24. Three is up for 33. He misses. Maxwell he does come up with it. He's going to take it, finish it. Maxwell breaks his streaks of threes for a 2. He now has 8. Irish lead 29-24.
Actually, if you ask Coach Bradshaw about the bank 3, he'll call that the Corey Spear special.
Yeah, I think I've seen him make one. And Maxwell comes up with another strip ball. Maxwell with a great skip pass, gets it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell drives, finishes very well. O'Donnell with his first basket of the game. And Maxwell's just wreaking havoc right now. He's everywhere and causing problems for the Rocks. That shot's off the mark there for Kylan Davis. Wilderman coming back the other way. That pass gets tipped as it was on its way to Miller. And the Irish will get it inbounded. And the Rocks come up with it. And that basket was good for number 33, Evan Ellis. He's got 8, and he's putting together a nice game.
Again, after the run, the Irish have a turnover, and it turns into 2 points.
So, folks, this is already, we're not quite halfway through the third quarter. It's getting kind of prolific here in terms of the Irish it's an 8-4 quarter already, which has been pretty good compared to what we've seen for the first part of the game. Halftime score was 22-22, and the Irish actually have scored 9 here. It's a 9-4 quarter. But a lot of that's on the back of Blake Maxwell's defense. Just doing, reminiscent of David Williams, kind of that front man in the defense, just creating a lot of havoc up there.
Yeah, after he hit that 3, didn't he get 2 straight steals?
Right.
Made the layup, and then he got a pass that ended up going to O'Donnell.
Yep.
And O'Donnell took it in for their 3rd straight basket.
Absolutely. So the Rocks giving some pressure here. Nethery's checked in. Wilderman with it. Nethery with it. Dribbles up quick. Gets a corner for O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a nice fake. Skips it over to Miller. Gets inside to Lynch. Irish showing some good patience here. O'Donnell swings it to Lynch. Lynch, Nethery. Nethery in the corner to Miller. Back to O'Donnell, to Wilderman. Nice defense from the Rocks right now. Lynch drives, muscles off the defender. That's one thing you'll notice about this JV Irish team. They are strong. They are a strong bunch of young men. Oh, Wilderman gets hammered as he's driving. I don't think Coach Singleton is going to be able to sell that. That foul is going to be on number 0, Avian Thomas, his second, team's second. Now, they called that on the ground. I thought he might have sold it, but no. Irish will inbound here.
Like you were talking about how strong this group is. Just like the varsity team, a lot of them are 2-sport athletes, like Nethery, who just did that 3, play soccer.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Miller and O'Donnell both play football.
Yep, I believe they do. Ireland as well. Oh, nice finish there for number 25, Jeremiah Jameson. Jeremiah Jameson. I believe that's who knocked that one down. A lot of these. Yeah, it's a tough pass. That's the kind of, like I was going to say just a second ago, the Irish were doing a great job of showing the patience. That was the kind of pass we saw last night. Just you get a little harried and a little nervous, and you hear the coaches calling for the 5-second call, and it gets thrown out. It gets thrown away. Great take there for number 0, Avian Thomas. He's going to head to the line shooting one. That one's going to be on number 23. No, it should be 23. Yep, they corrected it. He said 25, which there isn't one. But it's on 23. 23. It's on Jack Logan. His second, team second. And Avian Thomas completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I mean, if the spot was to the foul, he did beat him to the spot. Coach, that's his third foul for Avian Thomas. That's the third foul. So over and back call on the Irish. Irish were campaigning for a little push there. But here come the Rocks now, down 3. Showing a little bit of life here. And he steps out of bounds on the far side.
So they can just push us right us out of bounds when we get a foul call?
Checking in for the Irish, number 21, Will Lynch. Folks, sitting here at this table, we are right in the thick of everything happening on the court. And we love it. So that pass gets thrown away by the Irish. And we got 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and you can hear the Irish coaches yelling at the boys, slow down.
Just like early, late in that first quarter, the Irish are letting the pressure get to them again. They just need to go back to what they were doing to start the second half.
So we got a little obstructed view here, but thank goodness we have a large monitor right in front of us. And strong take. And number 4, Devin Marshall's going to get fouled. Let's see who this is on. That's going to be on Nethery. That's it. Second, team's third. Marshall's going to get a chance to shoot 2. He's got 10 points in this game. First one is good. He's got 11. Folks, we'd like to thank Green Chevrolet sponsoring this quarter and overall wonderful supporter of Notre Dame athletics. As you can see them there on the screen to the right of the game clock. Second free throw rattles out. Sorry, folks, I believe that basket is good for Brody Ireland. Shot off the mark. Lynch comes up with a nice rebound. Nice take, number 21, Will Lynch. He's got 5, his first points of the second half.
Great save by Nethery on that play to get the pass to Lynch for him to take it to the basket.
Absolutely. Sorry for that coughing in the background, folks. That's Joe Corey, our PA announcer. Oh, good job by Maxwell getting rid of that ball quickly. Skip pass goes to Lynch. Lynch tries to get inside to Ireland. Lynch gets over to Nethery. Nethery looks to drive. Kicks it corner. 3 balls up, off the mark. Ireland fights for it, gets it to Lynch. Lynch drives, floater off the glass, no good. Logan comes up with it. Basket's good. Jack Logan stays with it. Gets it off the glass. The Irish now have an 8-point lead, 40-32 as we approach 1:30 left in the quarter. Irish showing some life here. Little body here from number 21. Will Lynch picking up his second foul, team's 4th.
that last play showed again how good the Irish are at crashing the boards offensively.
Second chance points.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And as a coach, you have to love to see that.
Oh, yeah. My freshman team has been really good at that so far this year.
Love to hear that, because that'll translate. That's something that you teach young, and they'll keep doing it. So that's going to put the Rocks at the free throw line. That foul's going to be on number 20, Brody Ireland, his first, team's fifth. And number 2, Kylan Davis getting the opportunity to score here with the clock stopped. Something that, as you can probably speak to it here, Corey, that coaches hate. When you got an 8-point lead, you don't want to let the other team score with the clock not running. Tell you, Jack Logan's done a real nice job on the boards.
Yeah, that giving them the free throws in that situation is kind of like the foul 90 feet from the
Right,
basket.
exactly.
It's just an extra foul that you don't want.
No over and back here. Great pass cross court. That's a great take through the middle there. That's going to be on Brody Ireland. That's his second, and we're going to see number 3, Josh Jones, shoot 2 here. Jones, who doesn't attack the hoop a ton, but he's sneaky strong. And I would think, I mean, he's a 6'3" sophomore. I'm surprised that we don't see him attacking the hoop more.
Though I wonder if that's also because he's had 3 fouls for most of this game. I wonder if he
That's a great point.
doesn't
I
want to get an
totally,
offensive foul that way.
I'm not even checking my own notes, but I think you're right. Second free throws off the mark. That's a great pass inside and finish. Pass from 4, Devin Marshall to 0, Thomas. Thomas finishes. We've got a 5-point game here with under a minute to go in the quarter. Steal from Thomas. We're going to get a foul called here on number 23, Jack Logan. That's going to be his third. Again, continually putting the Rocks at the line. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Clock is not running, obviously. But this is, you know, they built a nice little 8-point lead. This can knock it down 2-3. Oh, that went everywhere but in. Well, they got the Irish listed in bonus. The Irish are not in bonus. The Rocks are in bonus. That's a nice take by Wilderman. He gets fouled. That one's going to be on Thomas. That's going to be his 4th. Team's 4th, and that's going to put number 22, Wilderman, at the line. So first free throws, good for Wilderman. Have to take a look at that replay to see if Avian Thomas's case holds any water here, because he is adamant that he did not foul that play. Both free throws are good for Wilderman. Irish have built their lead back up to 6. We're under 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3-ball is up, short. Nice rebound there for Ellis. Rocks looking to do something here. Great defense for the Irish. Great job by Kevin O'Donnell. And Will Lynch loses it. I thought it was tipped, but I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened.
I think it hit O'Donnell's leg and went out of bounds.
I gotcha. So, folks, we'll end the third quarter. That was a great 20-point quarter for the Irish. Not a bad quarter for the Rocks either. That's a 14-point quarter for them. But you have a third. You come out after halftime with a 20-point quarter. You can't be disappointed.
Blake Maxwell really changed that quarter.
He really did. He came out, set the tone, and things changed for the Irish.
And I really like the way Brody Ireland played in that quarter too. He was, like we were talking about Tyler Miller, Brody Ireland was all over the place that quarter.
One thing you'll say, like you talked about Brody Ireland having a great quarter, Maxwell had 5, and he led all Irish scorers. I have it down 7 guys scored for the Irish in that quarter. And you talk about 7 guys scoring for a team in a game. You know, that it takes, certainly at the high school level, 32 minutes for just to get 7 guys to score in a game. They had 7 guys score in that quarter, and that's pretty impressive. Nethery, Maxwell, Ireland, Lynch, Wilderman, Logan, and O'Donnell all got on the score sheet in that quarter. And that's a great contributive effort from this JV team. And so now let's see if they can keep that intensity up and finish 8-minute game right here. They're up by 6, 42-36. Again, we'll take this moment here to thank the Nethery group. Todd Nethery and his team. Want to thank them for their support of Notre Dame athletics, particularly this basketball program. They're also a wonderful soccer program. Whoa! Kevin O'Donnell looking to send that ball somewhere towards St. Louis. It shows you how strong he is, though. I don't know if he's in line to play quarterback next year, but Coach Armstrong may need to think about that. So that one got away from Kevin. The Rocks have it. Great pass and finish. That's number 2, Kylan Davis. The Irish lose a handle on it. Out of bounds it goes. Brody Ireland looking to do something inside. And we're going to see number 12, Tyler Miller, check in, along with number 0. We're going to get a timeout nonetheless. 30-second timeout. A lot of action happening right now. But we do have a 30-second timeout called by the Irish. Folks, immediately coming up following this game, we welcome the varsity teams from Rock Island and Notre Dame. We've had a great week of basketball. The girls started their home schedule earlier this week against Canton. And last night we had Manuel here for what was a great varsity contest. Manuel took that one by 3. And then tonight, Rock Island's here. So it's just kind of been a nonstop flow of basketball. With 7:29 left on the clock, can you give us the 30-second elevator speech on how the freshman team's doing?
Very well. They're 3-0 so far. We beat Community, Pekin, and in our opener we beat Limestone at Limestone.
Fantastic. Not a bad lineup of teams to beat. Well, folks, we just lost all power.
Is that better?
So folks, we lost our scoreboards. All right, folks, we're gonna. I can't tell where we lost power, but it's back. We're gonna blame our PA announcer, Joe Corey.
And you've got 5 timeouts.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, fellas.
Joe Corey was trying to do some electrical work under the table. thought it was a good idea to unplug it. Did you? He's actually taking blame for it. I really don't think it was him, but maybe. You never know. One thing that we've seen from the Rocks tonight is great interior passing. And Irish have tightened up the lane a little bit. They tried it right there, and in a combination of Wilderman, O'Donnell, and Ireland just there to shut that down.
Yeah, as you say that, along with the scoring, of course, Devin Marshall has 11 points. I've been really impressed with his passing today.
I completely agree.
He's probably got 3 or 4 assists onto all his points he has.
And a lot of them right inside of about 5 or 6 feet from attacking and finding guys right inside that lane. Ellis decides against driving. Oh, great handles by Wilderman. Boy, that is a risky pass, but he gets rewarded by Ireland coming up with it. Miller showing patience, goes inside O'Donnell. O'Donnell is going to force the foul one way or another. I love this. He just, look at his hands extension. Yep, just goes after it. He didn't care whether or not he was going to hit the backboard or not. He just thought, I'm going to go to the line. I think that's a great, smart play by O'Donnell. That foul was, I didn't catch that foul.
It was on Devin Marshall.
So Marshall's got 3.
Yeah, that puts both of their top scorers. Devin Marshall has 3 and Avian Thomas has 4 already.
Yeah, so they've got to be careful. Thomas needs to be on the floor for them to continue to have success. Second free throw is good for O'Donnell, so he knocks both down. He's got 4 in this half. Good time for him to start getting on the score sheet. .620 left in the game, folks. The Irish lead 44-38. Again, the Irish look to tighten up that lower part of the lane. Oh, nice rebound for Ireland. Oh, great job seeing this whole court. Oh, good, just great generosity from O'Donnell. Kicking it over to Miller. Miller with the finish. Miller has 6. This defense right now creating some trouble here. From the corner, 3's off the mark for Thomas. And the Irish just don't let their foot off the brake. Oh, and he just caught him. He just caught him. Wilderman's going to get called with the charge. Boy, he 25. That's I believe that is Jeremiah Jameson. Just got there in time.
Yeah, Wilderman tried his best to jump to the one way or the other of him to try and avoid the contact, but he couldn't totally do it. Jeremiah got rewarded for it.
And came down and got a bucket on the other end. Closing the gap to 6 here. Nethery with the ball. Gets it over to Miller. Back to Nethery. Oh, nice move inside. Wilderman, good. Wilderman really putting together a nice game. He's got 6 this half, 14 on the evening. Feel free to correct my math. I am not the math guy.
I have him at 14 also.
All right, good deal.
Great job.
So we know we're doing all right. When Coach Plunkett or Rob Kenny's sitting with me, we just laugh at our math. So again, nice ball movement for the Rocks, and it results in that 3. Devin Marshall. Again, we talked about Marshall with his 10 in the first half, only 4 in this half. He really needs to be part of this offense for them to be successful. We do not want him to heat up from the three-point line now. That's his first 3 of the game. So again, there's that great showing that generosity. O'Donnell to Miller. Great take from Wilderman with probably the best roll we've seen of the night. Nice 3 from Marshall, about 2 feet behind the three-point line. And again, we're approaching halfway mark in the quarter. The Irish lead 48-43. Folks, tonight we can't say thank you enough to the team that brings this live stream home to you. Jill Plunkett is on the camera. Jill is very kind to sometimes put the camera on us. It's just not fair. We have no way of flipping the camera back on Jill. We'll get her one day. We're going to find a high school photo and flash that up here. Yeah, thank you, Jill. We're going to get you. Joe Corey, feel free to unplug everything again every time. Yeah, every time they put the camera down on us. And then Mike Bear, who is and stuck in a little room behind us, but makes everything go. Can't thank Mike enough. Nethery's going to get called for a travel, I think, there.
Yeah, Nethery did not seem happy with that call.
No, So they get the ball to Jamison. Jamison picks up his dribble. I don't know why they wouldn't pressure him right there. That one dribble, you get right up in his grill and try to force that turnover.
Especially after he puts the ball over his head.
Right. That's great defense from the Irish. Kevin O'Donnell just having a game right now. Irish got to protect that ball a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. But another great rebound by Lynch. He's been all over the boards tonight.
He is. Ball gets stripped from Maxwell, and the putback is good. Number 3, Josh Jones. Again, makes you wonder if he didn't pick up those quick 3 fouls earlier, how he would have changed the complexion of this game. O'Donnell showing some patience, gets Miller and Maxwell. That ball's almost stripped as well. Maxwell's jumper off the mark. Again, Irish seem to be in a rush again. They just don't need to be. Nice take is off the mark for number 4, Marshall. Right move by Lynch to pull it back out. Maxwell with it, gets it to Miller, swings it to Lynch. Lynch over to Ireland. Ireland looks to drive, gets it down under to Lynch. Lynch with a good take, it's off the mark. Ireland comes up with it, loses a handle on it, and we're going to get a foul.
Another great offensive board by Brody Ireland there.
So this one's going to be number 4, Devin Marshall. And as you mentioned earlier, he now has 4. Folks, we mentioned him earlier. We'll mention Pearl Technology again to the right of the clock on the screen there. Wonderful supporter of PND Athletics and tonight's game. Just can't thank them enough for all they do for our athletics program, and in particular, NDTV. So Wilderman gets it down in the quarter to Maxwell. Maxwell back to Wilderman. Back to Maxwell. 4-3. Good! Blake Maxwell. His third 3 of the night. Second of the second half. He's got 10. Oh, they almost give it right back. They do. Avian Thomas. His second 3 of the night. That is not necessarily what the Irish want to do, but this pressure from Rock Island is just tough to handle right now. And they transition the ball well and quickly. Maxwell with a great take. The finish is not there. And the ball just gets, well, again, both teams need to protect the ball. You can hear Coach Singleton probably over our microphone just frustrated with the inability for Rock Island to protect the ball. This is the time. This is the crunch time when the team needs to protect that ball.
Shows in that layup that was missed long by Maxwell there. Yeah. They're just going a little too fast right now.
3 balls up, short. Ball gets tipped around. Will Lynch comes up with another rebound. Wilderman with a good fake. He gets stripped, gets the ball back. Comes up with the ball himself again, and Wilderman was not going to let that go. Great job by Jack Wilderman to come up with that ball a couple of times. It was good defense by Rock Island. He just was not, he was going to will that ball into the hoop. So number 25, Jamison, who didn't see a lot of action in the first half, but has certainly earned his spot on the floor right now.
Yeah, it's probably due to the foul trouble of Rock Island right now.
Maxwell just fights for it, gets it over to Wilderman. Wilderman to the hoop, good.
Great pass by Maxwell.
Absolutely. Irish now have a 7-point lead here as we approach the 1 minute mark. We're going to get an open court foul here on Wilderman. Wilderman's second, team second. Now we're going to get an Irish timeout. Oh, folks, look what's on the screen. I'm going to have to turn my screen now. Yes. Oh, and we can retaliate. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Jill, you are not safe anymore. Don't forget who's in the back room there. Mike is just as evil as we are. Now, if only we could get Joe Corey's graduation photo. Because it's up there. And it does not look like that because there is one fantastic mullet happening in that photo. Oh, Mike Bear, you might be my favorite person here tonight, and almost every night. Folks, the Irish have a 57-48 lead here with 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. This, again, we talked about it. It's a game. We've talked about it being a game of runs, but right now it's hustle. Who's gonna hustle this game out right now? And the Irish are certainly showing their prowess right now.
Yeah, and
they're stepping up.
The way they've had a little bit of trouble with it at times in this game, the Irish just got to handle pressure for this last minute here because they know they're going to get a lot when they're on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. So the ball comes in to Marshall. Oh, good. Oh, Irish almost came up with that one. Marshall's trapped right now. Skip pass over to Jones. Jones looks to drive. A lot of traffic, shots off the mark. Irish come up with the rebound. Miller gets it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to go under to Lynch. It's going to get tipped. Oh, I'd love to see that one again. I didn't think Lynch had touched it. Oh, from our view, probably going to have to default to the officials on that one. 3 balls up off the side of the backboard, but Thomas gets his own rebound, and it's good. And we're going to see Rock Island. Rock Island takes a 30-second timeout, so we're not going to take a break ourselves as Coach Singleton wants to talk things over. So, folks, it's starting to fill up here in the kitchen. Corey, it's 32 seconds left in the clock. Both varsity teams are getting ready. Tell us about the nerves of a varsity game and what those guys are feeling right now as they're getting ready for their game.
So they're probably getting stretched out right now, getting ready to come out and do warm-ups for the game. But for me, I never really had many nerves because I knew that my playing really wasn't going to affect the game. But for most people, this is right now it's probably the stress buildup, but once you get out here on the floor, it kind of goes away because you're more in the element than when you're back there stretching out.
So that foul's on number 4. That's Devin Marshall's 5th. So Marshall just fouled out, which will bring number 25, Jeremiah Jamison, in. That's a tough situation. They want Marshall on the floor. I have to agree with the official. The hands are on. So that's going to be this 4th foul, 2nd foul on Ellis. Now they get the ball into O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes across to Ireland. Ireland gets fouled on the way up. I think this one's going to be on Jamison. Sure enough. Jamison's first, team's 5th. Brody Ireland going to shoot a pair right now. Ireland's another one, only 4 points in the game, but has done so much, between rebounding, passing, great defense.
Yeah, that play I loved. He noticed there's no one in front of him in the basket, and he just goes at a dead sprint. He does, like everything he does it at a dead sprint.
We talked about this last night. Brody Ireland has 1 speed. You tell him to slow down, and he goes, sure enough, and the speed doesn't change. Oh. Kevin O'Donnell just tipped that off the coach's head, and right away just makes right with him. Yeah, he's a great young man. Not sure the coach was thrilled, but great take by number 25. It's off the mark. O'Donnell is everywhere right now. That'll stay with the Rocks. 7.3 left on the clock. All right, there's Ireland taking it to the hoop. Absolutely love it. That goes off of Thomas's hands. Yeah, so this one looks like the Irish are just going to work out the clock, and they will take this one, 56-50. Great win for Notre Dame. They are 1-1 on the season now after that opening night loss last night. What a great rebound win for them.
Yeah, I was offensively, I was really impressed with Jack Wilderman's night.
Yeah, he did have a great night.
18 points. It was a lot of his points were set up by the great defense by his teammates, but he played very well on the offensive end.
Absolutely, and they responded to him well in terms of giving him great second opportunities and so forth. It was just a great effort of a team, a JV team, where you can have 8 guys contribute in the scoring column. You got to love that, and I'm sure Coach Semish is very happy, or will be happy when he sees that. Not to take anything away from this Rock Island team, a lot of young talent on that team. Coach Singleton has to be happy with their effort. That's got to be one of the most talented 0-3 JV teams out there.
Yeah.
They've started the season with a very tough schedule, and they're only going to get better. Look forward to some of those young men, in particular Devin Marshall, Avian Thomas. Some of those guys are going to be just a beast to deal with in the years to come. So, and again, Josh, we talked about Josh Jones. Josh Jones playing a complete game without those 3 early fouls is going to be exceptional. So, folks, that's our JV game. The Irish win 56-50. On behalf of my partner, Corey Samir, and our camera person, Jill Plunkett. We're turning our monitor to Jill so she can see it right now. And then in the back room is a man who is pulling all the plugs and turning all the dials and making everything happen here is Mike Baer. And then our rookie PA announcer tonight, Joe Corey, doing a phenomenal job. We want to thank them all. My name is Jim Lynch. We'll be back with you in just under 15 minutes for our varsity contest. Don't go far. See you soon.